Hey guys, and welcome back to the Flower House JA. Today we're whipping up some soft and fluffy blueberry muffins. These are perfect for any occasion, whether you're having a little brunch or you're just feeling for something sweet. These are the perfect blueberry muffins for you. And so today we're just going to go into the recipe for those. Of course, we have to add a little something extra, so we will be doing a blueberry compote as well, which will ensure that real burst of blueberry flavor. So go ahead and like this video and subscribe, and let's get started. For our blueberry compote, we are going to need a half a cup of blueberries, a half a tablespoon of lemon juice, and of course a half a cup of sugar, which will add that real sweetness that we're looking for. We are going to put this on the stove on medium heat and wait until it's as thick as this. Look at that nice rich blueberry flavor and that color coming out, which will be perfect. Next, we are going to start on our blueberry muffins. For this recipe, you'll need 2 large eggs, a half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon vanilla, a half a teaspoon of mixed spice, 2 teaspoon baking powder, 3/4 cups of sugar, a 1/4 cup of margarine or butter, whichever one you prefer. You're also going to need 2 cups of flour, a half a cup of milk, and of course our main ingredient, 1 cup of blueberries. Let's get baking. Let's grab our mixing bowl, and we are going to start off by creaming our butter and our sugar together. Butter/margarine, anyone you prefer, but in this recipe in particular I am using margarine because that's just my personal preference. And so we're just going to cream that all together. You can use a stand mixer or you can use a whisk if you have one. A stand mixer will be a bit messy because everything will fly everywhere, so if you have a hand mix, that should work perfectly as well. Here I am just creaming the butter and sugar together until it gets to a nice consistency. This is what you want your butter and your sugar to look like, really nice and creamed together. Then we are going to add in our 2 eggs, which will also help our blueberry muffins to be nice and fluffy and soft. That's really the purpose of eggs in any recipe, to just add that nice fluff and softness to any loaf, cake that you're really making. So that is it right there. Here you can see I got a few shells in my batter, but I just quickly took that up. So if this happens to you, don't panic, just slowly take out the shells because nobody really likes eggshells in their desserts. And then we're just going to give that a nice little whisk until everything is combined. This is going to take a few seconds or minutes maybe, but you want it to really get to this creamy velvety consistency that we're seeing here. I mean, look at that, it's also silky and nice, and that is what we really want. Now it's time to add in some flavor, so we're going to go for our vanilla, and I'm also going to add a bit of almond extract. I didn't put that in before, but you guys can also add the different spices that you want to spice this recipe up. Then we are going to go ahead and pour in our milk, which is also really going to help everything to be nice and fluffy and soft. And our milk is going to add a lot of moisture. And so we're going to just give that a great little mix until everything is combined as well. We'll follow that up by adding in our flour. The flour is what's gonna really give the blueberry muffins the structure that we want. And we're going to follow that up with our baking powder, and baking powder is what's going to give the muffins that really nice dome shape that we all love when it comes on to muffins. I know people really enjoy eating muffin tops more than the base of the muffin, so that's what that's for. And we're also going to add in our mixed spice so that we can have that warm flavor. You can also use cinnamon, and of course we add in our salt as well, and then give that a good little mix until everything is nice and combined. This part we really want to fold our batter. We don't really want to mix it, because when we over mix, our batter can become really dense, and then we won't get those soft blueberry muffins that we really want. So just take time and fold in your batter one at a time. Each fold you will see it really come together and to take the shape and consistency that we really want. So just be patient. When it gets to about this stage, you can see everything is nice and combined and the texture is really smooth. This is a little trick that I learned when it comes on to our blueberries. When we don't want them to sink to the bottom of our mixture, we're just going to coat them in some flour. So you can use about a tablespoon of flour for 1 cup of blueberries and give that a nice little shake. We are going to shake it so that all of our blueberries are nice and coated, and you know, everybody gets a little flour. This is what our blueberries are looking like. As you can see, everyone has a little bit of flour on them, and that will keep our blueberries at the top and in the middle of our muffin so that every bite has some blueberries. And of course, we are going to fold in these blueberries as well, not mixing them, but just folding them gently in, because we do not want to make them burst or anything like that. We just want them to be nice and hold so that when you bite into this blueberry muffin, you can get all of that blueberry flavor. Now it's time to grab our muffin pans, and we're going to add in our liners to the pans. Liners are very important, but you can also use parchment paper if you don't have muffin liners. That will work really great as well. You just cut it to the size of your muffin tin, and then you just put it in there and then place your batter in. Here I am using a spoon to really scoop out my mixture and put it in the pan, but you can use anything that you have on hand. A lot of people use ice cream scoops, which are very effective. I actually need to get me one of those. But we are just going to put the batter in one at a time, and then after we do that, we are going to add in our blueberry compote, because as we said, we really want this to have as much blueberry flavor as possible. We want it to be packed with blueberries so you get sweetness and that real lovely blueberry flavor in every single bite. So we're going to fill our muffin tins about a halfway, and then we are going to add in our blueberry compote on top. We're just going to give a nice little spoon. I mean, if you want to put more, you can put more, but it's just, again, your own personal preference in terms of how much compote you want to put. You can also skip this step entirely if you feel like it's a bit too many blueberry flavors going on in here for you, but I personally love blueberries, so I'm going to add in the compote, and then after that I'm going to add in another layer of our blueberry batter mixture, and that will really seal everything together. And this is what everything is looking like. I'm just going to give that a nice little shake so that everything kind of mellows down to the bottom. So just give it a nice little jiggle. Nothing too strong, because we don't want to turn the pan over or anything, but just give that a nice little jiggle, and it's ready for our oven. We are going to bake it at 425 degrees for about 25 minutes. We want it on really high heats to get that golden brown color. And after about 25 minutes, this is what your blueberry muffins will come out looking like. These are the perfect size for if you're having a little brunch or a little get together, or you're just at home feeling for something nice and sweet. You can see the blueberry compote peeking out through the little liner and everything. And let me just show you what it's looking like on the inside so that you can see all of that blueberry goodness that will be really incorporated in every single bite of this muffin that you will taste. I mean, we put in the blueberry compote, we added in the blueberries, and there it is. Oh my gosh, there is so much blueberry goodness. As you can see, some of the blueberries are still whole as well, so when you bite into that, you will get that nice burst in your mouth. Wonderful, wonderful, amazing crackle on the top, and you can see that blueberry just peeking out slightly, so you can see they did not sink to the bottom, and our trick really worked. I mean, these were the absolute most perfect blueberry muffins ever. So if you like this recipe, don't forget to subscribe to the Flower House JA for even more recipes like this. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Flower House JA. Today we're baking something sweet, fresh, and full of flavor. A soft and juicy